Hello everyone, welcome to the star fold origami video. So you should be watching this video. You'll likely be watching this video if you're doing one of the last steps of the Jar of Love challenge. Yes. And so here's the final product, like what it should look like. I know this is a recap for this is for a recap for people who might not have the Cheerme app. So this is part of a challenge where you're making a jar of love, and you can make cute little hearts or envelopes like these, or stars, which is what we're going to try and make today. This is what the hearts look like if you do them in A4. So pretty different size, if you ask me. Now, I'm not very good at the star origami. To be honest, this is like the third time that I've tried making them, and here was my first attempt just earlier, and it's like a bowl shape. I think it's because I pressed in the middle while doing the corners. Like, it looks like a good star from here, but from the back it's a bowl. I think there's an origami star bowl thing out there on the internet, so maybe I've just done that origami by accident. But yeah, and then this is my latest attempt where it kind of looks like a wide but sad starfish. I'm sorry. I tried making a really big starfish, but if you fold it too loosely, it will come loose, and it just doesn't work. So, but you know, Cheerme is all about celebrating, even the failures that lead to success. So we're gonna try that today. This is a funny video because I'm probably not going to make a very good origami for the star, but maybe you can. Maybe you will. Because I think some people might just not be good at stuff, and that's okay. The star origami is pretty hard. Okay, not like extremely hard. Like, videos would give it like a 2-star rating out of 5 for difficulty, but I think it's pretty hard because I haven't done it very much, so I don't have much practice. Anyway, so here we go. You can skip this step if you want, or just skim through it, but first things first, you're going to take an A4 piece of paper, and you're going to fold it into long vertical strips. So the best way to do this would be to fold it in half. We're not going to round it yet. Okay, so hold it. I'm not going to fold up the whole piece of paper. Oh, maybe I will. Okay, and then fold it in half again. Probably should just do it like this. Why not? I could have done it the other way, but, well, we're here now. It's hard to see. Okay, I think this might be too wide to make an accurate fold. No, maybe we can do it. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's try. Once the paper starts getting really thick, it's hard to make accurate folds with it. I'll just try and like hold down this corner like that. Maybe I'll just edge my way along. Oop. Edge my way along carefully. Okay. There. If you're new to this channel, I'm not an origami expert. I'm making this as part of a challenge on an app called Cheerme, where you do challenges like doing a 5-kilometer cycling map, or making one of these jars, or doing 100 push-ups, or taking photos of clouds in the sky and drawing over them to make like funny faces or really cool pieces of artwork. A bunch of challenges where you get cheer squads and people cheer you on. But if you're already on Cheerme, you already knew that. So this is a piece of paper, a lot of folds. We'll make a fan out of it. No, we won't. I'll just fold on this like one little section here. So I'm gonna fold this in half to make about like a approximately 1 centimeter long thing. This is pretty difficult. It's hard to see. I'll be doing this as well on your own fold, so I'm not alone. Oh my goodness, this is so hard. Sorry if you're face palming. But hey, Cheerme is all about recording your progress Normally you see people crossing the finish line after they've done a marathon, but what about everything that happened in between? What about all the early mornings they had to get up and such? So, Cheer Me is all about recording a bit of progress, even your failures. Okay, so I've made like some pretty thin strips. I probably recommend you get a guillotine to cut these so they're really straight, but I only have scissors. And ooh, oops, careful. I don't know how to do that cool ruler technique. So I'm gonna cut out one of these strips. And I hope that it works. See, you can follow along with me. This isn't a sped up tutorial or anything. Oh, I should probably make it really straight. Oh, I've made this paper really thin. Eek! Wow, there's just a little bit there. We're gonna pretend that it doesn't exist. Reality is whatever I make it, don't you know? Well, there we go. I hope your strips look better than this, but hey, this... If you're doing this with A4 paper, you have all these tries to try out. Like, all these attempts. So, yeah. Okay. So, maybe I'll just neaten up this little bit here. Okay, so, this is where it gets really tricky. Okay, so, let's say you're writing on a side of the paper. So we're gonna pretend that this green line is where I've written my note. Okay, so you want to start with the other side up first. Now, okay, so you're going to fold it like this. Not fold. You're going to bend it like this and bend it around like this, like one of those ribbons that you see on people's labels, like that. And then you're going to take this, maybe I'll make it bigger just for now. You're going to take this section, this bit here, and pull it through. So you're making a knot in the paper, like a real knot. Why not? Why not? The Pokemon. Yes, it's okay if this section's a bit long. So, I mean, well, not like long, but like, it doesn't have to be like, it shouldn't, it doesn't need to be really tiny, but this is a good size. Anyway, so you're going to pull this section, and you really want, what I've learned is that you really want to try and make this fold really tight. Like, you can't afford imperfections with this origami, honestly. It's really challenging. You want to make a pentagon. That's what they're called, right? Pentagon. I think so. A five-faced shape. Okay, this is as good as I'm going to make it, really. You can try harder, but you don't want this section to be, like, bent over. So yeah, and then just press it all in. Press it in. Press. Looks like a pretty good pentagon, if I'm being honest. Okay, so you're going to take this section and you want to tuck it in. But first of all, to get the right shape, we'll fold it from behind. So you'll see that there's a line here. Fold it. Over. Yep, and then turn back over and tuck it in. Ta-da! Okay, so now you have this pentagon with a very long strip coming out of it. Do not fold this way or your writing will be on the outside. Fold that way. So don't worry about like, well, maybe we'll fold this way just to get the right shape. So yeah, probably do that. Fold this way to get the right shape. Now fold back. Yeah, so you want to make your folds here really tight, like really clean folds. Don't worry about like, oh, like how will it automatically do? It will automatically like give you the right shape anyway, just because of the angle, like the 5-sided angle of this shape. See, look, like I'm not gonna pre-fold this one, but the moment I do, boom, it's on that side already. Look at it go. Yes, you want really tight folds. You can't afford to be loose about this one. Okay. That way? Yeah, sure. Let the paper guide you. Ooh. Okay, like that. I'm getting nervous. Are you feeling nervous? I shouldn't sing that. There we go. Okay, keep going. There's the little mess up I had. Happy little accident. Alright, almost there. Okay. You ideally want to tuck in your last section, but if I try to do this here, I think, oh, it actually has a little thing. I guess I can tuck it in. Oh. Yeah, I mean, look, if your note goes all the way to the edge, you have no choice. Which makes sense. Did mine? It did a little bit. You ideally want to tuck it in, because if it's loose, just like, if I cut it off here, if it was loose, it would come off, I think, when you try to do the pinch for the star. So you want to tuck it in somewhere. You could not write your note until you do this fold first, but I don't really see why. Seems annoying to unravel. And then redo. Okay, so now you have a pretty tight pentagon. Now, we're going to pinch, like, you see these sides here? We're going to pinch, like, halfway down to make it poof out like a star. But do not, I think, this is I've just found out this, do not hold it, like, tightly like this while you make the pinch, because otherwise you'll make the bowl, and, like, yeah, like, I pinched it, I held it, like, really tightly in the middle as I did it, and then I made a bowl out of it. I mean, you could get away with a bowl, I feel like, but if you really want a poof star, then you have to do it properly, so I think hold it by the edge. I thought to dig my nails into it, but I think the best way is by, like, pinching it kind of like this, like, kind of softly. Come at it softly. This is really hard, so, like, I don't blame you if your origami doesn't work out, as mine is threatening to not do. So we're gonna pinch. Oh, it's gonna become a bowl. I don't really care. No, I do care, but it's okay. This is coming off. Oh no. Please don't come off. Okay, we're pinching. We're in this move and I'm still pinching. No, okay, well. There, I guess? It's a bit of a poof star. Okay, well, I just kind of dig my nails in anyway. But do whatever you want, really. Alright, now, next step. Why don't we try that side? Oh, it's not poofing. I see why anyone would get anxious over this. It's just, some people just weren't meant for, like, this kind of origami. No, I mean, like, just this origami in general. With the whole poofing. Ooh, that's kind of promising. What if I hold it like this and then hold this like this? Yes, if you hold like this, then if you support the poof, then it might make it. It's a bit of a dilapidated star, but who cares? Alright, holding it there, and then final bit. I've really messed up this stuff. Okay, well that just came off. Hang on, let me... maybe you do have to just... quit while you're ahead. Let's try this. We'll just tuck it in here. Come on. Come on. We'll tuck it in here. This is... You probably won't be able to do this with your origami. I'm so sorry. Keep going. Oh, I could... Oh! Ooh. Nope. I'm just gonna cut a little bit. This is cheating. I'm so sorry. Well, this is a record of my failures, but yeah. I've never done origami before. I mean, I haven't used it for a real jar before, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try poofing it again. Creases are all there. Oh. I'm sure there's some experts out there who are gonna do this challenge and they're really gonna cry when they watch me try and do this. I'm so sorry. Oh, but I shouldn't say that to myself. I should just say, you're doing your best, and taking practice makes perfect. I should practice this origami more. I think that might be as best I'm gonna get it, really. Yeah. Oh, I realized I was holding this the whole time like this. It wasn't really helpful. Yeah, well, there's my star. You can see why that if you fold it loosely, it'll... I tried really hard, but if you fold it loosely, it'll come apart. I don't know what the perfect formula for these stars is, but that's how you do a star origami. If you really want to continue, I suggest working with the rest of your A4 sheet of paper to practice. You can make bigger stars if you use bigger thickness, like this thickness instead of like this thickness, like these lines, but it's up to you, because you might make a really, you know, like thick star like this. Well, this is even really called a star. Well, it's a star. So yeah, it depends on what kind of size you want to make. Yeah, so good luck with your jars of love. I'd love to see pictures if you make your challenge attempt public. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck, and I hope the person who receives your jar of love will really appreciate the gift. Feel free to look up different origamis out there for different ideas. I'm not really sure what else you could use. I think the stars are a really good idea. There are a lot of videos that have like stars on them, like with star jars, and they look really amazing. I don't think cranes will work for the kind of jar that you're going to make. You could try, but I feel like it might look like a bit of a mess inside versus like very like simplistic origami shapes like this that you can easily tell that are hearts. Yeah, I called this the jar of support for a friend. You can call it the jar of love, I guess. That's up to you. This is meant for someone who, if they're feeling down, they should open this jar. You might have to tell your friends, please don't try and take all the notes out at once, because you don't want them to just use it all, even if they really want to. And if you want, you can invite them so that if they finished opening up all the notes in their jar and they want to reopen them again, and they don't know how to fold it, you can ask them to pass it back to you, and you can fold it for them and give it back to them again. A reusable gift, and it's a sustainable one too. So yeah, because the jar can be recycled and the paper as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope they love your gift. I'm sure they will. Because I've never had anyone make one of these for me before, but if they did, I'd be so flustered. I wouldn't know what to say. Yeah, so I'm sure they'll love it. It's a really sentimental gift. And when you really look at all the hearts that's inside, it means like a lot. Like when you picture someone like hunched over their desk folding all these hearts and such, they put in all this time for you, and you can just see it all there. Like the results of their labor, so meticulously folded. Even if you make some hearts that don't look very good, like just the fact that they're there and like folded really small, it shows a lot of care and attention to detail. Like, it's like in one of those paintings where everything's blurry, like from up close, but from far away it looks amazing. But yeah, so good luck with your hearts, your stars, and your envelopes. If you haven't downloaded Cheer.me, please go and do that. Cheer.me. My username on there is Float on Air. I should write it down. Why not? At Float on Air. There you go. Float on Air. On Cheer.me. Cheer me. I think it looks like this. That's what the logo looks like. I should know better. I'm sorry. But yes, Cheer.me on the app. Please go and download it. There's a lot of cool things on there, and there'll be more things to come. So yes, take care everyone. I'm sorry I said goodbye so many times before. Oh my gosh. Goodbye. Good luck. See ya.